Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Lost Mine Pokemon Trading Card Game Podcast. I'm Lucas, next to my well-traveled friend here, Landon. How you doing?
Yo. Or should I say, konnichiwa.
Yeah.
Freshly back from a nearly 3-week stint in Japan. Took the Shinkansen to a bunch of different cities. I went to Tokyo, Nagoya,
The
Kyoto.
Shinkansen, no one knows what that is.
It's a bullet train. Osaka, Hiroshima as well. So, I had a whole lot of fun. It was a good time. Played a lot of Pokemon while I was there, so maybe I have some insights into what we're about to talk about in this episode in terms of BUDEW format. Did play quite a bit of Pokemon while I was there in that format. I also got to play a little bit of post-rotation at the end of my trip. People were testing. Their Journey Together set comes out in like a week. It comes out for us in April, so they have like a 3-week head start. Kind of sad I didn't extend my trip a bit, so I couldn't play a bit more, but gotta go back to work. But to answer your question, I'm doing quite well. I had a great time. I got lots of cool stuff. As you may see behind us, the new plushie wall. I purchased a quite ludicrous amount of plushies actually at the Pokemon Center.
Did anyone point it out? Like, did the workers?
No, I went like 4 different times, so I kind of like bought it in stages. But I wanted a cool backdrop for the.
We got
podcast.
the whole line of evolutions.
We got a couple new yummy
We got
ramens.
the, if you can see back here, we got the Skytrain Pikachu.
Skytrain is from Vancouver.
Oh no!
We got Thunderous, Lugia. We got Drillbur that looks like he's seen some.
Yeah, he looks messed up over there.
We got a BUDEW up here. Speaking of BUDEW,
we got the 2 Sableyes.
Real.
We got a Gimmighoul.
Yeah, the Gimmighoul's lit. I intend on, if I wear like a suit, I want to put the Gimmighoul in like my suit pocket, like a pocket square. I think that would be sick, actually. So, yeah, some new additions to Pod. I've got some nano blocks to assemble, so those will be up there eventually.
Somewhere you can see right here, he's got the Armor
Rouge and Ceruledge.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so those are going to be like standing figures. They'll be up somewhere in the near future after I have a chance to build them. But yeah, to answer your question, it was a great time. We're back. I'm back home. I got home this morning. So
yeah, I have no idea how this guy has energy for it. We've recorded like 6 videos today, and I'm tired because I didn't get much sleep last night. So I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know how you're
just
alive.
The goat, Lucas. Just the goat.
I mean, I guess you are a trained paramedic, so
yeah, I kind of am used to not sleeping. But anyways. This week, we're going to kind of do a bit of a recap of the 2 regionals in this format, because we are both attending San Antonio, and I'm sure many of the viewers are as well.
Yes.
Bit of a weird result in both events. Palkia and Noctowl was kind of like the breakout there.
Yeah.
There was like, between both the events, 4 in top 8, which is pretty crazy. Like, that's an insane result. So we want to shut that out, and then we're going to spend the rest of the pod focusing on
BUDEW format.
BUDEW format, the first few online tournaments that have been going on. It's been 3 days since it was.
Lugia's broken in that format. Whatever.
Did I not say that?
We said that Lugia's
I said that last episode, and I just want to put that out there. But yeah, we want to talk about BUDEW format just because it is out here and it is happening, and it is what we will be playing in EUIC after.
What he will be playing in EUIC.
True, Lucas is officially not going.
I'm officially not going.
Yeah, I've booked my travel and accommodation, but I think, Lucas, can we not jump into the first place list from Rio de Janeiro?
This week's a bit more of a chill episode. There wasn't too much to talk about this week except for tournaments.
Yeah,
so.
We wanted to try and maybe throw some retro content together, but I just got back this morning. We're recording a bunch of gameplay and deck profile videos, so we're going to focus on just kind of keeping everyone updated on the competitive scene right. This episode, but
yeah. Hoot Hoot split for I don't know why.
So this is from
Rio de Janeiro.
This is Fabrizio Inga Silva. I don't really know.
Yeah, this guy's won regionals in the past.
Oh, nice. So, yeah, for whatever reason, I was kind of poo-pooing on this deck. It has decided to be all of a sudden very good. So the Noctowl Palkia deck is built around Terapagos, Noctowl, and Palkia.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You have what? You have Radiant Greninja, you have Terapagos, you have Fanrotom, you have Palkia as attackers. And you kind of just play like a toolbox.
Fanrotom is a relevant attacker.
Fanrotom is really good. 1 for 70 is very powerful. It KOs like any evolving basic because everyone wants to play 70 HP because of...
Sableye.
No, because of
Buddy
Poffin. Yeah. And of course, Sableye and Dragapult and Drago and all these things, but 70 is kind of like a magic number for evolving basics, so you can KO pretty much anything like Hoot Hoot, Charmander, Pidgey, etc.
Yeah. This deck is just supposed to beat Drago because you just turbo them. You just go like Palkia Swing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was testing the matchup. It felt like fine for Drago, but it is definitely, it has to be slightly unfavored at least.
But what doesn't Drago just win if you go first? Like,
I mean, you would, but
so it's just coin flip basically.
I mean, it's like fine if you go first. If you go second, I still think there's counterplay, so I have to test the matchup more. But it literally just has to be favored for Palkia, or else people would not have played it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't really understand why all of a sudden this is doing well. Maybe this won't translate super well to San Antonio. I'm happy about this because I'm planning on playing Maridon again. So I would love it if every viewer of the podcast decides to play this deck. Please do.
I'm planning on playing Drago, which is why I have the knowledge of I mean, I don't have that much knowledge. I played like 2-3 games into this matchup. But when I was playing the matchup, it felt like fine. But don't take my word for law, as these people are obviously very good and they've decided to play this deck.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll just maybe quickly touch. We're going to talk about this more, but this deck is basically this Noctowl, a bunch of 2-ofs and 1-ofs, and then the consistency cards basically.
Yeah. Your deck is basically very combo oriented. You're supposed to like go turn 2, Prime Catcher, swing with the Palkia, or Radiant Greninja, one of the two, or just kill whatever in the active. That like you're able to see Kieran in this deck because you can actually pull off Kieran plays. You're seeing a bunch of random 1-of supporters that are good in not niche situations, good in certain situations. And the reason they're so good in this deck is just because Noctowl can go and find it. So that's why you see so many random 1-ofs in this deck. Like the 1-of E-Switch makes it so that you can Gren twice. The 1-of Vacuum you can reasonably find. The Trumpet's really good for
you can reasonably
Gren.
find everything.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, cool deck.
Ditto's good.
We're going to see a lot more of this, honestly.
Yeah.
Second place was...
Shout out to Raphael.
Thorns.
I saw that he flipped a coin the day before the event to decide on if he was playing Thorns or a different deck. And the coin, I think he rolled dice.
Yeah.
Rolled in favor of Iron Thorns.
Not a whole lot to talk about here. I mean, this is just Quad Thorns. Lost City.
Enhanced Hammer is the most notable card here.
Yeah. 4 Crushing Hammer. No Pokemon Catcher is kind of interesting. It's just on 4 Boss, 1 Prime. I don't hate that. I mean, 4 Boss.
I don't hate it either.
Yeah, I don't
know why we're ever playing 1 Nest Ball. I don't get it. Techno Radar just seems so much better. I understand the not discarding a card thing, but like T-Radar is so much better, and if you prize Techno Radar, it's like pretty bad.
Yeah. Third place, we have another Drago. I don't know if we need to touch them.
Tonneson.
This is not Brent. This is Rio Ninja.
Oh, Rio. My fault.
I
mean, yeah, this is a pretty normal stock... Wait. Okay, stock standard 60. We see the Egg. We see the Sinnoh. No jamming, so it is a couple cards different from Cal Connor's 60.
Yeah, I don't think we need to talk about too much. Drago is very good in this format. I'm sure people, myself included, are tired of hearing about Drago. So
I'm fine.
Another Zard.
This is pretty stock standard. I mean, it's not bad into the expected meta. It's like you beat Guardy.
I think Drago is just so much more like.
You don't really beat Guardy without the vacuum.
For San Antonio, I just think that every top player again is playing Drago. So I don't know why you would play Zard in Texas if you expect to win the tournament, because you're going to hit like the insane Drago gauntlet, which is not great.
Yeah.
So Zard is like obviously a good deck. It won the other tournament in Europe, which we'll see, but I would
Cloth to Rapagos.
Cloth again in top 8.
I'm not a huge fan of this deck right now. I think it lost a bunch of its good matchups. Like you lose to Guardy, you lose to Zard.
Yeah. But though it does get a lot better. We'll see it once BUDEW comes out. This deck gets a big buff from BUDEW because Mochi BUDEW is very strong.
Yeah, real.
Yeah. This is just standard cloth. Nothing here. They got Genesis.
Notably they don't play the baby Drago, which is just very gas.
Very good card.
So I don't understand.
No Mew EX, no Drago makes me sad. How do you draw cards? We have another Quad Thorns.
Quad Thorns. Pokemon Catcher is in this deck list.
Yeah, 2 Catcher. 4 Boss, 2 Pokemon Catcher, 1 Prime. I mean, you're guessing.
Prime, like this is a good amount of Gust. I still don't understand why you would not just play 2 Techno Radar. I don't get it.
I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
It is a bit like you have a 10% chance of just like being so sad.
Maybe
when you prize the Radar. Okay.
There's another Zard.
This list looks different. What's different about this list? There's a Vacuum in this one, which is notable because it actually like makes so that your Guardy matchup's fine.
Yeah.
And there's no Collapsed.
No collapse is kind of crazy work, but I like collapsed a lot at Zard.
Collapse is so good, man, because then you can collapse away your like Rotom, your Lumi, go to 1 prize board states. Pedro Pertusi.
Yeah.
This is like the Zard guy. He's super into Zard.
This is the same list from top 4. Yep. Same list.
Same list as top 4.
Congrats, Pedro. So yeah, I mean, I think the big standout here is Palkia. Seems to be the deck to come out of this weekend as a very popular and powerful pick.
I want to check Vinny60 because I know I saw on Twitter he was talking about how it was like built by him, Gabriel, and Henry Chow.
So he literally just added Spiritomb.
Yeah, it's pretty Turbo 60. No Moonlit Hill, but
yeah,
I mean, this is just consistently good Turbo 60. Like no Triple Charm, which is surprising.
No Triple Charm.
No Triple Charm.
Triple Charm's whack.
I mean,
I'm a one-charm gamer. I don't know.
One-charm gamer.
I kind of do like Spiritomb though. Like it's good into like the control
so
index, and
good.
it's very good into Zard. So Zard is one of your harder matchups, I'd say. So
yeah, I think playing Tomb just solves one of your weirder matchups.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, and then
there's
like
an Ancient Box at 9.
Yeah, so this must have lost in ASIM. I think there was 10 players in ASIM, so 9th and 10th. So yeah, we got Ancient Box here.
Tough.
I mean, Cradon, yeah, is definitely good in Ancient Box.
Oh yeah, so strong.
I don't think the Ancient Box is really worth looking into. Like, I don't think there's any reason to play this deck. You're bad into Drago, you're bad into Zard, and you're not good into Garda either, which doesn't really make sense. But you just get
your Guardian matchup's like okay.
You just get Countercatcher Screamtailed to Oblivion.
I'd say it's like slightly favored for Ancient Box.
So that is Rio.
Is there not? We're not looking at full top 16.
No, I don't. What's the point? We've seen so much of this format. There's nothing here that really is crazy aside from the Noctowl.
Can we go down?
2 Iron Thorns.
This is our Chaladon 60. What's that? Because that's separate from our Chaladon Dialga.
It's probably not playing. No, it's just a
thinner Dialga line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I don't feel any like necessary need to continue talking about this.
Palkia Noctowl and Iron Thorns are definitely the two surprises.
Yeah.
But this tournament's so much cooler. Oh my god.
Yeah, this one is kind of the one I want to talk about of the two. So we have Ovend, I don't know how to say his name. He got second in the last EU regional with Zard.
Yeah, this time
also
he won.
Pokestop, and he won this time.
I'm
pretty convinced he said that Pokestop was a meme the first time.
I think this time he has to just not be memeing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. Like, it's kind of the same as like.
I mean, you're playing a bunch of items.
You're playing a bunch of items. You're playing Palpad, so like milling a supporter isn't the worst thing.
You're playing Palpad.
And we saw him in finals just like rip double candy off of it, which is
was so funny.
That was funny. That was pretty good.
Oh my god. His hand just got his hand just became broken.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't think there's anything really crazy here. Really skimping on the supporters though. 3 Arven, 2 Iono is pretty crazy.
Yeah, but I mean with the Palpad,
and Pokestop, you want to cut your supporters for item ratios, I guess. Double CC, Rod, Night Stretcher. Usually you only see 2 recovery cards.
No, you see. I mean, I prefer Rod, Night Stretcher, but I think
a lot of people just play 2 Rod.
Yeah.
Palpad, Stamp, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is other than the
like
Pokestop.
A slightly modified version of Zard. I think Pokestop offers for some additional consistency, but yeah.
I don't know if it's correct though. We'll see.
I mean, maybe he's just like actually the best Zard player of all time.
Let's go. Second,
Jonathan.
Another Palkia
with the bib.
Yeah, with bib. So this one has cut the 1/1 for the 4/4 Noctowl and added a 1/1 Bibarel.
Yeah,
which I think is pretty.
Triple Fan Rotom's gas.
Yeah, we're really hitting fan call, and we're assault landing a lot, I'm sure. No Ditto here. I know a lot of the other lists were playing the Ditto that has
transformative start. Yeah,
so you can
when
swap it for another basic.
Swap it for Fan Rotom.
So I mean, most of the time that's just getting Fan Rotom. So I don't really hate just playing third Fan Rotom either, because you can just bench it.
Yeah, because you don't really want to put a Palkia in the active in a lot of matchups.
No.
Like I think this is just like a better, more consistent, more to the point 60.
Yeah, I like Bibarel a lot.
Bib's really good in this. Like
drawing cards with search cards is very good because you can draw the cards first and then search for the cards you don't hit off the draw. So you could go like we saw him on stream go like Bib for X amount of cards and then Fez and then Concealed and then Jeweled Seeker. So like you can do some pretty crazy combo turns. Palkia with the Area 0 hits crazy damage. You can easily KO things like Pidgeot. Doesn't really reach into stage 2 EXs without Kieran, but Kieran can do that as well.
Yeah. But now we can get the new Black Belt Dojo card. No,
True. Plus
yeah.
40 damage.
Plus 40 the EX.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna see 2 more of these in top 8. I don't know what makes this deck like.
Yeah, I mean, it just literally must be Drago. And
I think
it probably
it
is good as Guardy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it even is.
In third place, we have Brent Tonneson again with Drago. This guy just loves top hitting with Drago. Very good Drago player. Anything crazy here?
Oh, this is
not playing Executor.
One counter catcher.
Yeah, this is something that hasn't really been seen before. But I mean, to be
it was
fair,
Caleb Rogers in the '60s, but
yeah, to be fair, like Drago a lot of the time wants to like take a 6 prize card turn or like a 4 card turn or prize card turn, so you can pretty easily like hold on to counter catcher's value for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't hate that. Like
counter catcher can give value. I think I cut counter catcher, but it definitely was in my considerations for a little bit there. It's a strong card for sure.
Yeah. So slight quirk.
No Halucha, no Iron Bundle. A little bit sus, but
guess what?
Another one. This one is not as consistent.
No Bibarel. We're just playing 4/4 Noctowl.
We're playing the Ditto.
Yeah. So I don't really like the Ditto. Like if you start,
it's like alright.
You have to attach retreat into it.
It turns Fan Rotom into literally anything.
That's true, but you have to like attach retreat and then have the vulnerable Pokemon in the active.
And then you have to have the 2 prize Pokemon.
It's super awkward. Like I get the theory with the Fan Rotom, and like I understand it, but like you're just what are you gonna swap into like Trapagos or Palkia, or
which
Rad
is
Ninja?
Just scary. I mean, yeah, Rad Ninja's pretty good.
Yeah, you'd rather the Fan Rotom or something else be in the active that would die.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I don't hate the Ditto, but I also kind of like the third Fan Rotom. But I really like the 1/1 Bib triple Noctowl.
Yeah, me too. I like the Bibarel a lot.
Oh, that seems pretty gas.
But yeah, still playing basically the same list. The biggest difference is the 1/1 Noctowl cut for the Bibarel on the previous one, and then they were playing 3 Fan Rotom.
Oh yeah. And then 2 more, 1 more Palk Noctowl.
Another one.
Benjamin.
There's 3 in top 8. Crazy. 1 in top 4,
his last
1 in
name's
finals.
Grover. That's slick. That's sick.
Yo.
Like,
okay, so this is playing Ditto and third Fan Rotom and 4/4 Noctowl.
Dude, this list is there's like way less cards on the screen than there was on the last deck.
No there is Vacuum.
There is Vacuum. No Thornton. No
Thornton's pretty
Research.
Good.
What else? There must have been something else.
I don't know.
I mean, this list is also pretty clean. Like, this is probably the second.
Oh, there's an
cleanest.
extra water. There's 8th water.
Oh yeah, there's this is the second cleanest list we've seen. I think the list that won or came second just was absolutely goated.
Another Zard. So there's 2 Zards in top 8.
Yeah, so
Zard.
I mean,
I'm never surprised to see Zard do well. Oh, that's interesting. I'm never surprised to see Zard do well, but I just don't think it's a great play right now. Like if you're going into having a bad Drago matchup, you're just like.
Research goated.
Yeah, Research is cool. Shout out Jackson Ford for the research, but no Secret Box here. We love Secret Box.
Triple I don't know. I think is better on non-Secret Box 60s.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like Secret Box is all about like dump your hand, get a knockout with a big thing in the active turn 2.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel the need to talk about more Zard, but
Terrapagos Dusknoir. Yeah, there was quite a bit of hype going into the weekend from Terrapagos Dusknoir. Like a lot of top players were playing Terrapagos Dusknoir.
It's been doing pretty well in post.
Yeah,
BUDEW as well.
I mean, it's
1/0/1 Dusknoir is crazy work.
I think 2/01 is like at least better. This deck is just a Dusknoir deck.
Yeah, to be fair, I haven't really played with or against Terrapagos since like Sacramento testing.
I hate playing against this deck so much.
And at that time, they were playing like 3/1/2 Dusknoir at least because like the whole idea is it's just a Dusknoir deck.
Yeah.
I don't really know how we're functioning off of like 1 Dusknoir.
I have no idea either.
Like literally,
all of your damage output is from the Dusknoir.
Yeah, literally. So you have a 1/0/1 Dusknoir. You prize your Dusknoir, you just don't have it. If you use Dusknoir, you have 2 copies of Night Stretcher, so you literally have to go either Thornton, Night Stretcher, Dusknoir, exactly, or you have to go Night Stretcher for Duskull, wait a turn, Night Stretcher for Dusknoir Candy.
Yeah, which I really do not like.
I mean,
I guess the Thornton's there to like be able to.
So you're literally accepting that you're getting max 2 Dusknoir activations a game, which like.
Yeah, because
I feel like there's
a shot down.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of games you're trying to go for 3 Curse Blasts, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely like a more Dusknoir oriented 60, but I think maybe this list is just goated. Like maybe Travagos is just the beefiest thing ever, and you're just able to sit there
Buffon,
behind
Penny,
pennies.
Turo.
I don't know. I mean, I can see a world in which that's the case, but I don't know. Man, Drago's just broken. Rune coming in 8th.
Yeah.
I remember hitting this guy in Senior Worlds, and he like didn't. He got like called for a warning for taking like a minute on a deck search when it was like we had both agreed that he could prize check then because he didn't prize check earlier. He was a chill guy overall. I don't know. He's also like one of the few people that I've ever heard to successfully be able to coach in seniors, because he was like coaching in seniors, which I found to be kind of interesting.
Interesting.
It was cool.
Yeah, but I think this is pretty stock Dragolets. We're playing.
Yeah,
no Executor either. There's 0 copies of Executor in this top 8.
Yeah, Executor is like, it's decent.
And then we saw Nicholas here. I just want to talk because I saw him on the stream.
Lugia. Lugia was not bad for this event either.
No.
Like, I think Lugia was quite good for this event.
Klefki, Roseanne's backup, Weirdier. So, interesting list.
I mean, I don't mind it. You're playing the 2-2 Chinchino, because I know some lists are playing like 1-2 Chinchino or 2-1 Chinchino.
Yeah, I think 2-2 is appropriate.
I think 2-2's really good right now.
Klefki is cool with like awkward turn loop.
Yeah,
I've played against that in tournaments before. When I was playing Sable's Art, I hit the Klefki Limini on Lugia. I was like, bro.
Like, yeah, it's cooked. But
it's cooked.
There's only 15 energies instead of 16 in this, which I'm not sure of. But I think you just play Roseanne's, and it's like kind of okay.
Yeah, like idea with Roseanne's is you get back your legacy and use it again.
Yeah, you can like hands twice with Roseanne's.
But do remember, you can't make them take one less prize card more than once. The second legacy energy is just a rainbow. It's just a rainbow.
You cheater, you.
Don't be silly Willy out there, viewer.
Unless your name is William, then
True.
be silly.
Then you could be silly Willy. But that's Lugia. I think Lugia is much better in the next format, so I think this may be a good segue. I think just the big takeaway, we don't want to spend too much...
I want to look at Sandor Wojcik's list.
Okay, fine.
I really like Sandor Wojcik's 60s.
I don't want to take too much time talking about this format because everyone is bored of it. We have like a couple more tournaments. Okay. I feel like most people that are focusing on testing are probably putting their energy into EUIC at this point because it's the higher value tournament.
That's fair.
But this is Sandor's...
The cutoff cards on the bottom are 1 Devo, 1 Artisan, 2 Double Turbo, 2 Miss Energy. A couple days ago, this literally made me consider going to play Control because... yesterday. Because this deck is broken, dude. Like, you play the Milotic, you play the Toadscruel. The Alakazam makes Black Kieran better. You're just never losing to Charizard because of Tauros Devo. You just, like, always set up with Trolley. You get all of your things down that you need to get down in a matchup. You lock your opponent. It's so clean, and honestly, if I was playing Control right now, I'd be beasting. The only thing is, I would consider cutting Silene for Regieleki. I really like Regieleki, especially in Giacomo versions of the list, where you want to be, like, looping against Lugia. I don't know. It seems pretty good, especially with the Picnic Basket, because then you can go, like, Picnic Basket, Regieleki for Picnic Basket, and actually run God of War out of energies, which that's the reason for Picnic Basket, is to just make it so that their Drifloon can't just sit there one-shotting you the entire game. If you're not that worried about Charizard, you could also cut the Tauros. But overall, the 60 is, like, super clean and actually sets up, which is so sick, and you get everything you want out, and Sandor is goated. Okay, we can move on now.
Lucas simping for Sandor confirmed.
He's just a good deck builder, man.
Real. But yeah, I think just the big takeaway, if you're going to San Antonio, expect... I don't know if... I feel like Palkia is probably on the first page of the day one graphic now after this kind of performance.
Yeah,
right? Like,
okay.
I think it's
everyone
probably,
who's undecided is just like, yeah, I'm just going to buy Palkia.
I'm like 5-6% deck.
Because, like, it was a 5-6% deck, I think, for this, even. Oh, okay, wait, they didn't have it. Palkia in day 2 was 3.06%.
So 11 out of 11 players in day 2, there were 3 in the top 8. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, this is out of 11. There was a 2nd, a 4th, a 5th, a 25th, and then a 65th. So, but this is Palkia Dusknoir down here. These aren't real decks. That's fake.
Yeah. So Palkia, look out for Palkia. I think it's quite powerful, but I don't know if it has like, I don't know if there's a reason to play it over Drago, honestly. Like,
yeah, no, I can see that. I think Drago's so good.
Yeah, I just honestly at this point in the format, I've accepted that Drago's just like the BDIF. I'm just gonna keep playing Dawn because I don't have enough time to practice Drago Mirror and I'm mostly looking forward to the next format. So
Next format's going to be genuinely fun.
So, to segue into
okay.
next format, what we have done is we have gathered all of the online tournaments with more than 100 players
that
in the
had
last 3
open
days.
lists.
Yeah, the one that had closed lists has the list available. It was just closed deck list in the tournament.
Yeah.
So you can still see the deck list. But in our first tournament, we have the Tournament of Doom, Prismatic Evolutions Legal. This is usually quite a prestigious online tournament.
Yeah.
TRT,
I'm pretty sure this guy's like won multiple of these tournaments.
Yeah.
Reggie
Gigas.
Yeah, Reggie Gigas.
So what did we say on last episode, friendos?
Friendos?
Friendos. Y'all are the friendos.
What about
now.
Fritos?
Nah, they are not chips.
What if they were?
They're friendos. Come on, now,
I don't know, man.
Reggie Gigas is a friendo.
Very good.
Jewel Breaker. This card is crazy cracked. 4 energy. If your opponent's active as a Terra, 230 more. So it's 330 for 4 on a basic into Terra Pokemon. It one-shots Zard. It one-shots Dragapult, and it one-shots
Teal Mask,
Ogerpon. The 3 big targets. It's going to one-shot any Terra, basically.
It literally one-shots every Terra.
Yeah. So it just gives Lugia the option of a one, basic. This guy, there's no Chinchino here. So your only one-shot option is Weird Ear or Reggie Gigas.
Sick. You can play so many consistency cards. He's playing 4 Aroma, 4 Ultra, 4 Great Ball.
Yeah,
I like you have so much room for that. And
now
you're playing like
Carmine
your 16
Thornton,
energies again, like the Carmine Thornton.
I still think
so much room.
Yeah, there's a lot of room. We have the room for the Water Ogerpon. We've got Fluttermane as well in here, living in fear of the Iron Thorns EXs, I suppose.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, there's other utility for this card too, but mostly
it's pretty good in the Lost Box.
Yeah, Lost Box isn't a
real. But that's
deck
not
anymore,
real.
Though.
That's not real.
4 boss. I like the 4 boss. 2 research, 2 Iono, and a Carmine. I don't think Carmine.
I think that it's like maybe Klefki's better.
My problem with Carmine is when are you ever as Lugia going to Squawk and Carmine turn 1 and not discard a ludicrous amount of special energies?
You just aren't. You're just that guy.
Yeah, I think most of the time you're just gonna go.
I think you should
Squawk.
Probably just cut Carmine for 3rd research.
Yeah, I agree. Carmine it is never really if you prize your Squawk, then you can go Luminous Sign for Carmine. But Squawk is better value than Carmine because you're drawing 6. And
you already have a bunch of liabilities. You've just accepted that your deck is going to have liabilities on the board because you play 2 Lumen and a Squawk.
Yeah, but
so if you're over there yapping about, but it's a liability, you're playing Lugia.
Lug is good. Second place we have Palkit Dusknoir. This is playing 2 Budews.
I mean, yeah, I was on ladder a couple days ago, and I was just like, what if I just built 2 Budew, 4-1-3 or something Dusknoir, a 3-1-3 or something 3-1-2. I don't know, a thick Dusknoir line, and then you just sit there, you Dusknoir. That's basically what this deck is, except that there's actual, sustenance to the deck.
Sustenance.
Substance.
You said sustenance.
Substance.
Sustenance.
No, I did not say sustenance.
You did. I can pull back the clip.
I did not.
In the comments section,
you are being gaslit.
Did Lucas say sustenance or substance? Let us know. I know the answer.
Gaslighting isn't real. Y'all are crazy for thinking.
2 Budew. I guess you can just sit behind this install. You have Greninja. Yeah. I don't really think this is going to convert very well anywhere else.
I like this.
Double jamming tower.
Triple Pokestop it. I think is better.
All right, I have to close this. Okay.
Have to close it.
3rd place, and look at
more Lugias. What?
Almost like Lugia's really good. This one is playing double Chinchino though.
Drapion. That's real weird here.
It literally should be. Drapion is exclusively better into Guardy only, but you know what? It does nothing into every other deck. And Weird Ear does something into every other deck, and including Gardevoir. It's going to be a little bit harder, you have to get more energies.
If you want to beat Gardevoir, you either don't play Drapion, and then you play Weird Ear, Lightning, Vessel, Raikou, which I just think is the absolute gas. I don't know why anyone else is not playing that 60, because that's just so gas. Just cut a Messagoza, cut a Drapion, play Earth and Vessel, Lightning Energy, and cut something else for a Raikou. Just please do that. Cut the Chinchino down to 1-1. You do not need the Chinchinos. You probably don't even need the Chinchinos at all. Play more consistency. Set up. Your deck is a pile. Your deck is so bad. Your deck is a pile. Make it set up.
Lucas is hating on Lugia hardcore right now.
And then just swing. And then if you're playing Lightnings, you're playing Raikous, you're playing Hands, you're playing Ogerpons, that matchup's at least somewhat fine.
Moral of the story, Lugia is good. Probably shouldn't play Drapion.
Channy D.
This one is playing...
Please be playing Raikou. Oh my god.
No Raikou. Triple Mezagos is kind of crazy.
I mean, yeah, triple Mezagos is pretty good. You're back up to like the 16 energies, 4 research, 4 boss.
Yeah, we got Squawk, Reggie.
Pretty gas.
Merle's right. Regigigas is insane.
It is insane. This card
It's
is
so good in Lugia. It's so good. We have a Pult
Dusknoir.
This is probably just playing double BUDEW. Yeah, one BUDEW.
Single BUDEW. Land has apparently changed his opinion on
Yeah,
Lance.
so when I first had my discussion on the podcast, it was very short into my Japanese trip. I then had the opportunity to play against much more Lance Dragapult, and Lance is kind of the gas, actually. Because if you have it second, or going second, you're playing Luminion Triple Ultra, so you can find it pretty reasonably. You have 6 outs.
Plus Sealstone.
But
yeah, no, if you have
you need Lum for, yeah. It's going to find you triple Dreepy. If you find it turn 2, it's going to find you triple Dracloak. If you find it turn 3, it's going to find you like Dreepy, Dracloak, Dragapult, or like Dragapult, Dreepy. It's basically like good at all points in the game because I underestimated how good it is having a bajillion Dracloaks on your board and just drawing a lot of cards. And I kind of also underrated the power of BUDEW in this deck is a lot of the time when I was playing against this in Japan is they would just sit behind BUDEW, and they would just go Recon Directive, BUDEW, and they would sit behind double BUDEW, and they would let both the BUDEWs die, and then they would go Iono, Pult, or like Countercatcher Pult, and then and plus a Dusknoir. So they'd put you to like 3 cards after your item lock for the first 2 turns. They've used Reconnaissance Raid a total of like 10-ish times at this point because they've had 2 turns of item lock, and then their 3rd turn after they're not BUDEWing. And then they put you to 3, they go CC, Dusknoir, Dragapult, and that's...
It's pretty good.
Very good. It's very hard to deal with that. So, Luminous is also kind of weird.
I would like to see a 3rd candy in this deck.
Honestly, yes and no. It's more just so that you draw it, but I honestly don't think you need it that bad. Like, if you... Like, this one, yes, because it's only playing 1 BUDEW, but if you're on double BUDEW, it's not that unrealistic just to sit behind double BUDEW while you literally just draw, like, your entire deck with Dracloaks and just sit there. So I think that the Dragapult is
probably the best user of.
I think it is the best BUDEW deck.
Thorns Pult.
There's no reason to play Thorns Pult anymore. I am officially of this opinion that BUDEW is just always better. You don't have to start Thorns for it to be relevant. Like if you don't start Thorns with Thorns Pult, the deck is just
damn. I'm playing 7 dead cards now.
Yeah. So
no,
I don't
8 dead cards.
Yeah, there's no reason in my mind to play this over just the more straightforward, more consistent version with Dusknoir.
I mean, I actually I don't mind this because it does beat Lugia a little bit more.
Yeah, but like if you don't start Thorns, like it's just you extra lose to Lugia now. Like if you don't start Thorns in so many matchups, it's just like totally scuffed. Like you have to start Thorns, otherwise the matchup is just like not anywhere near the same. And you're not even favored to start Thorns because you play more non-Thorns basics. So yeah. I'm a Thorns Pult hater.
Dragapult.
Another Dragapult.
I'm assuming this is just BUDEW. Yeah, okay. So this is just a thinner line of Dusknoir. Triple Lance seems gas.
Yeah.
A little bit gas. I understand now why Lance has played. I was like somewhat of a hater, somewhat of like I just hadn't really thought about it that much, but Ceruledge.
And you know what? My time in Japan has kind of converted me on Ceruledge a little bit as well.
Bruh.
I don't think it's Palkia. I think it's like I've seen a mix of Palkia and Regidrago V-Star.
Regidrago V-Star.
I just think that like it's not that hard to get that many energy in your discard pile. I think Ceruledge is definitely underplayed. Like Briar is quite good. No, Briar here is kind of lame because the thing with Ceruledge, if your opponent takes a 1-prize knockout, then you can go 2/2/2 on them. Because you started with Lucas knocking over the microphone because he's doing like the splits over there.
What? Thank you for thinking that I could do the splits.
You got your knee up in the air, you got your leg up on the chair like this. Crazy work. But my point was Ceruledge. If they take the 1-prize knockout, then you can go 2/2/2. If they don't take 1-prize knockout, they're going on 2 prize cards and you can always Briar. So you have pretty good lines and pretty good like prize maps into a lot of the decks. If you can get to the bottom, that's why I think like the Drago V-Star might be a little bit better because it's milling 7. You can recycle Prime, you can recycle Palpad. Against the Ceruledge with Palkia, it just kind of felt like it was like a threat to have the Ninja down, but
yeah,
it wasn't a huge deal. And then BUDEW's nice in this deck because going second, you're just going to attach Retreat into the BUDEW, Itchy Pollen by the turn. BUDEW is very strong.
Yeah, but I just don't understand why this deck is at all better than Dragapult.
Just different deck. Like it's lower maintenance. But that was the.
There was a Sinisha in that. Do you want to go look at the Sinisha and the Samurai?
Not at all. Tournament of Doom, Prismatic Evolutions legal. Oh yeah, baby.
Miraidon.
Let's go.
Woo!
Let's go. 15 energy, my soul is crushed. Let's do some whack.
Rotom.
Okay, so what?
Kenny Gilman, is that you?
Real. So this is Miraidon with the wrong Magnemite. I'm a hater.
Bruh.
They're playing Rotom V,
Zapdos.
which I don't agree with. They're playing Zapdos, which I don't agree with. They're playing 3 Boss. They're playing 15 Energy Super Rod. So, I mean, this list isn't too far off of what I would be playing at this point in time.
Well, what is your exact 60 right now?
I am, my Sacramento 60, currently minus an Ultra Ball for a Switch cart.
You still like Rescue Board?
Yeah. What? Rescue Board is so broken in this deck. Literally, you always Arven for Secret Box, Rescue Board, and then you Secret Box for 4 Seal Stone. If you do not start exactly Iron Hands, you get a free Switch at the beginning of every game. It is insane for your tournament consistency.
That's fair.
I don't hate this list all too much. I would love to see this Zapdos go goodbye, and I would love to see them playing 16 energies. But other than that, this is pretty close to my list. I think they're playing minus Night Stretcher, minus Lightning for Super Rod, plus Zapdos, and then they're minus Boss for Rotom V.
Which doesn't seem bad. But like Rotom V is not bad. And wrong Magnemite.
My problem with Rotom V is you want to go second now because there's enough decks that go second, and Rotom V only has value in, like, at that point, less than half the games. Like, pretty much every deck you want to go second against any of the turbo decks. You want to go second against Thorns, Pull. You're putting me on the spot here. You want to go second against...
Why wouldn't you want to go first against Guardy and Drago?
Yes. So here's the logic. Buy my masterclass if you want more in depth of this. The masterclass is out.
In depth.
Lucas, you're not Skibbity.
Hey, you clowned on me for saying
you're not a Sigma.
Sustenance.
You're not a Sigma. Lucas has had Sigma privileges taken away.
No!
My logic with the Miraidon argument is the matchups where you go first, you gain a percentage point. You gain more than a few percentage points. In the matchups where you choose first and you need to go second, you now are losing that matchup every time. So when I was in Sacramento, there was literally basically exactly one deck that I wanted to go second against, and that was Raging Bolt. Everything else I was fine going first. There are now multitude more turbo decks. There's just way more decks that you need to go second against. I don't have it on the top of my head, but I think it is now correct to go by second. Also, in addition, I think that Miraidon just gets to farm Lugia all the time now, which is awesome.
Wait, true. Iron Bundle.
1/1 Chinchino.
This is better. We're getting there.
Fluttermane, Jacques, 4 Boss, 4 Research, 2 Iono. See a theme here. There's a lot of Lugia.
Lugia's broken, dude. Like, holy.
Another Miraidon.
Let's
go. I see 4 Bosses orders. I'm a fan. No, Minior!
Not Magnemite, Minior.
I'm malding. Minior is so atrocious in this deck. It doesn't beat Control. You still lose to Snorlax with Minior, and it's just bad against everything else. So please cut Minior.
Snorlax. You beat specifically Quad Block. But Control's better than Quad Block.
Yeah, I think that like Pidgeot Control is better. I wouldn't be expecting to like hit a bajillion Block because Block is not going to beat Drago or Guardy. Pidgeot can.
I'm willing to bet this guy's like 32 and is just really annoyed and does not want to lose to Snorlax.
Lucas has officially predicted the age of someone based off of Minior included in their deck list.
Jonas is 32 years old.
Top 4, there is Dragapult. Is this one? Only one BUDEW. Guys, I'd have been in a bit of a Japan deck list hater, but actually going there and playing, I get it. Japanese people are cooking. I think we need to be taking Japanese results more legitimately now. After my trip to Japan, I think I get it.
Guys, Revolution. Landen went to Japan.
Yeah, and I was talking to a couple Japanese players about this. I'm like, me coming here has been very enlightening because now I see the value a lot more in the Japanese deck lists, but I still realize that North American players don't care about Japanese deck lists. Ever since Pult flopped here and was broken in Japan, I feel like people just disrespect Japanese deck lists now.
People have been disrespecting Japanese deck
but
lists.
But extra since the Dragapult flop.
I don't think I've ever seen people respect a Japanese deck list.
So I'm just going to keep talking to all my Japanese homies, and I'm going to have the sauce like 3 months in advance for all these EUIC gamers, and I'm just going to be sitting there talking to all my new Japanese friends because I've met like so many people there. I've got I got like 300 Japanese Twitter followers to talk to now.
He's gonna message all of them.
Real.
Every single one of them.
So I think moral of the story is Japanese results are legit. Play 2 BUDEW in this deck.
Lugia.
More Lugia. I think we're going to start speedrunning this a little bit because this is getting pretty samey. But I just want to kind of go over Radzard plus Luminous.
Tight.
I don't think it's very good.
It's all right.
I think you literally you need to be playing Fire Energy.
Yeah. Cut Radzard, cut Luminous, cut Carmine, cut Thornton, plus Messagoza, plus Raikou, plus Earthen Vessel, plus Lightning Energy.
Lucas is just going to keep saying Raikou V. Lucas, Raikou V all day.
Raikou V
We have another
gas.
Lugia.
Actually, maybe it's not gas. Honestly, don't
2
trust me.
Chinchino, 1 Regigigas. Common theme here, every Lugia plays Regigigas for a good reason. Card is insane.
Card is cracked.
We have a Terapagos in top 8 here.
Terapagos.
But this is Cloth. Oh, not copy to clipboard, open image. You will see double BUDEW Cloth everywhere. The thing here...
training.
Yeah, we got plus 40 to an EX. The thing is we have Mochi BUDEW plus poison damage. So we can item lock for 80 damage. So we can like go second, we can item lock and KO like a Charmander. Which is kind of crazy.
Oh, gas.
It's really good. And then once you have your second BUDEW, you can retreat into the other one. If they can't respond, I mean, a lot of the time your BUDEW's gonna have 10 HP remaining, so like they can literally just like teleportation burst your BUDEW or whatever. But
yeah,
going second, item locking and KOing something is really good. You're starting every game basically like 2 turns ahead because say against an evolution deck, you can go take a prize with BUDEW, item lock, then take a prize with BUDEW, item lock, and then you're just 2 prizes ahead like every game against evolving decks. So BUDEW is huge in Cloth. Keep in mind you do kind of have to commit 2 of your Mochis to it, but just like BUDEW does 80 damage instead of 10 in this list. So
yeah, like you can commit 1 of your Mochis, take a knockout, and then just like go from there.
Yeah, and then
GG
sign the slip gets top 8 with Snorlax.
Kofu.
Okay, we got the Miracle headset. This is normal. This was in Toronto. Top 8.
Wait, go back. I want to see something. Go back to the original deck list. Okay, we don't know who this person is. So, pro tip. If someone's name is a little bit odd and you want to know who this person is, right between player and deck list shows their name.
Lucas is outing everybody.
So,
this is Ash Jackster. You've been doxxed.
You've been doxxed. Get him.
Okay,
but
so
that's in that people use that for like all the time. Like I have a complete alt account on Play Limitless if I'm playing something that I am actually like.
Lucas is outing himself right now.
I don't care. Dude, they're never like no one's going to find it. But
what's the
fine.
name? I know the name. Should I say the name right now?
Say the name.
Skip Pidge.
Real.
You told me to.
I'll just make another alt. It's fine. But like the thing is,
Snorlax.
That's only if I'm playing a deck that That's only if I'm not streaming the event, and if I'm playing a deck that like, or if it's really close to a regional. If it's close to a regional, and I'm not streaming the event, I'll typically go into an alt because seniors like. I had people in Toronto regionals know what I was playing before they had even like fully seen what I was playing because they saw that I played in a late night a couple days ago.
Yeah. For that Snorlax player in top 8, don't play Snorlax right now. Do you see how many Lugia we're talking about right now? It's insane. Another Lugia. This one's playing 1/1 Chinchino.
Is that a Pikachu EX? No.
No, it's not a Pikachu EX. You literally could not charge that up.
This list is
Flutter, Weirdier, Regigigas. This is
just chill.
This is samey.
Honestly, just play a Roseanne's. If you refuse to play Raikou, just play a Roseanne's, man. Just like, please attack with Iron Hands twice.
First Gardevoir we've seen.
Alrighty. BUDEW.
BUDEW is essential in Gardevoir.
I'm so happy that Gardevoir is not broken. Oh my god. I prefer a Lugia format so much more than a Guardy format.
Yeah.
Guardy is
thing with Lugia too is it's so resilient.
So boring to play against.
I don't think that's true.
Guardy?
I think though another part of why Lugia is so good is it's really resilient to BUDEW because like you can go first. Like sure you don't get chops in the discard.
You can just read the wind.
Yeah, exactly. You just go Jet Energy, read the wind into Itchy Pollen, and then the BUDEW is like, oh,
I do nothing.
Yeah, it does nothing to that. You just basically they BUDEW and they just draw 3 cards and discard.
Lugia should actually play Dark Energies instead of Lightning Energies and Monkey Dory.
Totally.
That's my cook.
Klefki, Fluttermane, BUDEW. Pretty standard. It's a Guardy list.
Just does not want anyone to have fun during the first couple turns of the game.
Real. We have a Zard here. I think this is the first Zard. Is this playing BUDEW? No.
I think it's kind of peculiar to me that lists haven't been playing
Grand
BUDEW. but I think it's fine.
There's just not a lot of outs to energy. We're seeing triple candy when we're playing TM Evo Grand Tree.
Like
with
you
the
would
2,
literally
2,
need
2.
to be playing rescue board.
The 2/2/2 Pidgeotto or Pidgeot line.
Bro.
3/2/3 Zard. 2/1/1
Where is your space
Dusknoir.
coming from? This
This
guy plays one counter catcher.
Skibidi.
No Defiance Band?
Nope.
Sad. That makes me cry. I'm crying now.
We have another Gardevoir.
BUDEW.
Is this one?
No BUDEW. Oh, one
Yeah,
BUDEW.
Budew's in the bottom. 2 Dark Energy is not good. Play 3 Dark Energy, at least.
Landen is a changed man from Japan.
I love Japan. It's great.
Bro, you brought home like a bunch of these Katsu things, dude. They're gas.
So let's tell the story. Lucas comes to my house.
No,
I'm telling the story. Lucas comes to my house, and he says, "Wow, those Katsus look so good." And I'm like, "Lucas, just say, can I have a Katsu, please?" And he's like, but.
That's awkward.
No,
That is
it's
awkward.
Not. Just
That's so
ask
awkward.
for the thing.
Because I don't know if I'm.
You know what's more awkward? Wow,
Okay.
that looks so good. Oh no, I would never want one.
Real.
Just ask for the food.
Talk about the deck lists, mate.
Lucas is embarrassed. BUDEW, Ceruledge. I've seen actually in Japan. Every deck, I swear, was playing one Monkey Dory because there's so much Dragapult there, and
That's
you would
fair.
just.
Pulse is like. I mean that is.
Dango played
Maybe-
Monkey Dory. Ceruledge played Monkey Dory. Dragapult played Monkey Dory. I played against a Giratina deck with Monkey Dory in it. Every deck had Monkey Dory, I swear. It's crazy work.
That is actually kind of valid. That's
It
not
was
even,
kind of valid, yeah.
It's kind of valid.
It's also good into BUDEW. We've got a Duraludon here. Anything crazy?
Arch Aladon.
I don't even need to open this list. This
This
is
is-
literally just like current form.
No, just click open image.
Bro. It's literally just...
list,
Okay. It's
but
literally
pretty
current
good.
format. Sure. I said that, and then you made me open the list.
I did
Pointless.
make you open the list. Yo, Monkey
This is
Dory and
wild.
Goldango.
This is wild list. Why are we playing Lana's 8 in Goldango? That is
You
not
just
good.
want to cover the energy.
Energy retrieval. Have you ever heard of an item card?
Yo, nah. I'm like those kids that walk into League and they have like the rubber banded deck with like mostly Pokemon and no items.
1/1 Togekiss with 1 candy makes me cry.
Bruh.
We definitely want 2/0/2 Togekiss. Goldango definitely.
I don't even hate a 101 line, but like 2 candy.
Maybe.
Seems pretty good. Claw of Terrapagos.
Last deck here.
So this is one that's playing 1 BUDEW.
No, this
has
is
to be
2
playing
BUDEW.
1 BUDEW. Oh, what?
Look at the deck list before you talk,
Well,
bro.
I thought that it was playing...
They're playing Mew EX. Zerosix.
Zerosix Machinations is wild.
Crazy work.
I thought that they were playing 1 BUDEW because I thought that if they were playing...
Oh.
I thought that if they were playing 2 BUDEW, it would show as the Terrapagos
2
thing.
Luminous, 2 Monkey Dory.
It's pretty good.
So, I think
You really just want... Like, this guy is just playing your Dodrio BUDEW 60 you posted on Twitter.
Real.
But it's just like...
Gravity
too
Mountain
fair.
as well.
I mean, I don't get why you would do that.
No, if you're bumping your stadium,
You're bumping...
doing
Okay,
less
so you have to
damage.
be going Bump Stadium, play Black Belts Training, 260 with Terrapagos, plus Poison is... No, wait, so you're doing 170 with Cloth in that situation. Mochi, Gravity Mountain, brings you up to...
It KO's
to-
Pidgeot.
It
With,
KO's Pidgeot. No, does it?
yeah, it does with Monkey Dory and or Poison damage.
Oh, bro, that is insane. I don't know.
Not worth. Don't play
Not
Gravity
worth-
Mountain.
Please do not play Gravity
But
Mountain.
more
That is
BUDEW
so
Mochi.
hyper niche.
BUDEW Mochi is very good.
Does it do anything in a Pult?
No.
I don't think it does anything in a Pult. I literally don't think it's
Another
anything,
Lugia
man.
first play.
Crash.
How many of these has played? What? I think all but one of these has been a first place Lugia, and the one that wasn't first place Lugia wasn't it top 4?
It was first place.
And and then it was 3rd and 4th.
First place Miraidon.
Oh yeah, and then the second place was Lugia. So this
Lugia
is
gas.
Yeah, Lugia is. We got another Regigigas. This is 2/2 Chinchino.
Yeah, like pretty stock standard list at this point.
There's finally a
11,
Drago.
1-1. Oh, this is the
this is
Flareon one.
oh my god, what is this guy? No. Do not do this.
I
There's
respect
no
this
way.
guy. I like this guy. This guy's kind of chill, but the Flareon is no shot.
No shot. You can't tell me this is good. When you literally are doing 130 damage.
But it's
instead
playing
of
no
using-
Cleffa. Cleffa's like the best card in Drago.
Yeah, you're doing 130 damage and you're not using Phantom Dive. So no, thank you.
I mean,
I honestly,
it plays around BUDEW, but
It doesn't, even though you have to have an energy already on it.
yeah, I don't know, man.
I honestly, the more I played in Japan,
Latias EX?
wow, the more I play in Japan, the more I realize that Drago is actually... I think it's still good. BUDEW cooks Drago, though. At any point in the game, if you just go like boss BUDEW, it just sticks anything in that. I think the Latios is just a BUDEW tech. Because then you can't get Drago locked. But if you're not playing a non-item switch card, you bench a Radzard at any point. You bench a second Drago V at any point. They just go boss BUDEW, and it's just stuck until you can attach to it 3 times. Like, they're just stuck. And if you have any way to gain value, like Dragapult has Reconnaissance Raid, if you're playing like any sort of Monkey Dory deck, you're going to be able to just get like so much time out of them. Even I was thinking about playing like Control even with BUDEW, because then you could just like sit there and like just gust, lock.
Goodbye. Yeah.
So I honestly think Drago is... I was kind of thinking like it's just going to be just as popular, but I do think BUDEW is actually like...
BUDEW's like very good.
It's honestly so good at it.
Holt Noir, 1 BUDEW, triple Lance. This is respectable.
Collapsed Temple.
I mean, I don't hate
honestly,
that.
Temple might be coming back.
Temple is like pretty good. I do not see a world in which Drago does not play Sinnoh at this point.
You have to, yeah.
But I still don't know if that matchup's great. Another Radzard 60.
Another Zon or another Lugia.
I just play Roseanne's. At least, just like use your good attackers more than one.
Is this another Cloth? This is 2 basic darkness, but they're playing the Monkey Dory as well. I don't know why you'd be playing Luminous. Like, what is it? It doesn't do anything. You should just be playing it so you can Night Stretcher back your energy. I think Luminous is bait. Literally, what are you attacking with? Boiled Press? But no, that doesn't even work.
That doesn't even work. Yeah.
It's literally for like...
no, there's literally no reason.
Just Mind Bend.
It's just a enhanced hammer.
It's literally it's for Mind Bend, I think.
No, they can't, because they can't attach another energy without the Luminous getting cooked, because you can't have more than one special.
Yeah, never mind. Luminous makes no sense. Just play Dark so you can Night Stretcher it. But yeah, I think like the Monkey Door is reasonable in this deck, because then you can just infinite loop the BUDEW attack.
You can just sit there and BUDEW for longer.
This
is just a Terrapagos poison box at this point.
You Itchy Pollen, poison 10, move it off with Adrenal Brain, then you stay at 10 HP forever, basically. So as long as they can't find a way to touch your BUDEW, then it is going
Galarian Zigzagoon.
Real. Anything kills the BUDEW, but sometimes if they just can't, they just don't got it like that.
And then there's a Tina. I think this is also playing Monkey Dory from what I was...
Yeah, so I actually... Daichi, my good friend, we went to Disneyland together on the second to last day before I was in Tokyo. He won a City League, actually, the day before we went to Disney, with pretty close to this exact 60. I tested a lot against him. He wasn't playing Temple, but Giratina actually got quite good in the BUDEW format, because Abyss Seeking is an excellent response to BUDEW. If you just go Jet into Tina and Abyss Seeking, then the BUDEW is like, oh, that's sad. And then you can use Monkey Dory to KO BUDEW. It's good against Dragapult, and it's also very strong.
And Drago's bad now?
Yeah, Drago is not very strong there.
You can also probably play a BUDEW in this if you're worried about it.
He's still going to lose to Drago.
Yeah.
But Sableye is quite good against BUDEW as well, because if you're able to just go Abyss Seeking, as soon as they break the lock, then it's just like the freest prize card off of Lost Mine ever.
Yeah.
You basically just get to take 2 prize cards of Lost Mine against like anything at that point.
Yeah, that seems pretty gas.
So I actually was quite impressed with Tina. Again, I don't think it's going to be great for EUIC, just because Drago, I think, is still going to be a deck, and this deck just gets slaughtered by Drago. You have no mana feed.
Like, once the meta develops, people are like, bro, Drago sucks. What the heck?
And we have a Dragapult.
And then Tina becomes good.
Anything special here?
Double BUDEW.
Yeah, finally a double BUDEW. I think double BUDEW is the way. Kieran.
I don't hate it.
You get 230 stuff.
230. I don't
know. But Dragapult is very good.
230 plus Clops is 280. Kills a Pidge.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
And then we have another...
Jamie Chestnut. Fire.
We have another... We're bringing back Electrode plus Super Effective. I don't think you need that. I think the plan of Dizard should just be like Mochi BUDEW and then start at 4 prize cards every game, basically.
No, I agree with that. Play like Monkey instead of Thing plus Glasses.
Yeah, so that is the
most of that. There is more of top 8 and there's more of like top cut in that. But what is this? What are these records making top cut? What?
10-2. We have Ancient Box
winning.
You can't convince me this deck is good.
Why? What's your reasoning?
It loses to Zard, loses to Dragapult, it loses to Drago. So like 3 of the very best decks, loses to Guardy.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
But I mean, it's winning. I don't know.
Another Lugia. Also, it should lose to Lugia, like every time.
Well, no, I disagree with that.
How?
They're just gonna like eventually swing for knockout.
you just start on Lugia. They have to 2-shot it, and then they can just go into like Amp, Ninja, attack with 1 Prizer, and they also have Legacy.
I guess.
You're cooked. Regigigas, BUDEW, and Lugia.
Play Roseanne's, please.
I don't think we're on BUDEW and Lugia. I think that's an anomaly.
I think that's just like, oh yes, there's a BUDEW in the format now. I'm gonna play it.
I think we can just look at top 4 for this event. 6-3-1.
I want
not
to
a good record.
I want to see Gren. I want to see Zard Gren.
This is Lucha and I don't hate that because you can kind of 230, but it has to be on
is a good number.
It has to be on the bench, so you'd have to like boss around the thing that you want at 220 if it's in the active.
There's
and
one
then
specific thing that 230 really is really good into. What is it?
I don't know. Trapicus.
Trapicus. Guardy.
Guardy.
Gardevoir.
This is playing Mawile, BUDEW. I think that Mawile BUDEW is just Mawile most of the time.
I disagree. They
Where's your space
fill
for
different
that?
roles. They're good into Miraidon.
So is BUDEW. I'd rather go second and BUDEW attack.
But I'd rather win the game by going Mawile.
They just play switch card, bro.
I guess. But then
or Minior. We saw Minior in the other one.
Wow.
I mean that doesn't even beat Mawile because he's hit it for 20. Actually, no, that's not true.
No,
you can
does.
Minior.
You
You
can
can Minior
yeah.
and then retreat out of Minior. Yeah.
Okay. Next deck. I want to look at Lost Box, and I want to look at Gren.
You want to look at 6 and 4?
I want to look at Gren Zard.
We don't have infinite time to look at 6 and 4 deck lists, bro.
We technically do have infinite
We
time.
don't, actually. I need to pick up my dog in 20 minutes.
Oh, that's fair.
So we can skip these random decks, I think.
BUDEW.
Lost Box.
It's like, I just don't think it's it. Lost Box just kind of gets cooked by BUDEW, too.
Yeah. We got Drago in first place.
Okay. ADP the best.
This is just like...
This is Cal Connor 60.
This is just current format.
There's no Sinnoh.
Yeah. You should be playing Sinnoh.
Sinnoh seems like actually
Lugia is way better this format.
Oh, I agree.
And also, like, you aren't safe from Regigigas in this deck. They just go boss Ogre Pawn.
Yeah. And then it's like a positive trade.
Yeah. So, yeah, Drago, I think you need to be... I'm pretty sure Drago has to find some sort of out to BUDEW. Like, you have to play, like, a Turo, or you have to play a Latios. No, Flareon! I'm gonna crash out! No!
Zard.
We have Zard in second place, losing to Drago as it should. This is Grand Tree.
I just hate that let's just have to be playing Grand Tree now.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion, I haven't played a whole lot of Zard. I played against a couple. I played against Unfair Stamp and Grand Tree. Every time I played against Grand Tree Zard, I'm like, damn, this is not a scary deck. I'm just going to, bump your stadium, and then you just don't have Stamp into me. I feel so much better about this.
Yeah. Stamp is, what made Zard scary.
Yeah, so I think, honestly, it's just, a one-team Evo. Play a Pidgeotto, play 2 Charmeleon, and then that's your BUDEW counter. I do think it's worth, considering playing a Heat Tackle Charmander. I know that's, really bad into Drago and Dragapult, but if BUDEW is that popular, then just, Heat Tackle just... killing BUDEW can be quite good. But I'm of the opinion that Zard should still be playing on first stamp and just play an Evo for the BUDEWs and just choose second.
I think that seems fine. Miraidon.
No!
Mini.
This card is bad. Stop, people. Stop wasting your deck slots. You could be playing 16 energies. You're not even playing Super Rod. They literally cut an energy for Minior.
Bro,
this is literally my 60 minus an energy for Minior. I'm molding.
Dude.
This is a disgrace.
This is like when you take Italian food and just do a
This is like the pizza we ate earlier.
Yeah, and just take a crucial step and just ignore it or do something entirely different.
This game now. I'm quitting Pokemon after seeing that.
Goodbye. End of podcast.
Jones Diaz, get the hell out of here, bro. You're done.
Bro, LZL live Wo-Chan reaction.
We've got another.
We got a Carulege.
Cerulege.
We got a Carulege.
We got one Jamming Tower, one Pokestop. I don't think you should just be playing Pokestops. This deck needs to get energy in the discard pile. Jamming Tower does not put energy.
Yeah, no, Pokestop is gas. It depends if you are beating control. If you are not beating control without
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes!
What is this pile? We got 4 Frostlass, 3/1/2 Ninja, and 2 BUDEW.
Okay.
4 Arven.
I will say.
What? Look at the supporters.
On Ceruledge.
Look at the
On
supporters.
Ceruledge.
Oh my god.
With Jamming Tower, it's like somewhat considerable if you aren't beating Mimikyu decks and you think that they're going to be quite big, because then you can go like Jamming Tower, Palkia to Gren, and then kill 2 Mimikyus. Like every turn with Jamming Tower. Like my dad played Jamming Tower to Sacramento just because it beat control.
Bruh. This is not a deck.
This deck is funny, but
is...
I respect this. Is this Wo-Chan reaction? This is Wo-Chan reaction.
Oh, bruh.
Yo.
I guess we'll do a quick
Ceruledge.
gander at these. This is just
Pedro Archer, 03 drop regional Rio.
This is 1 Monkey Dory and Ceruledge.
No Pokestop.
That's crazy work. I think it's crazy work.
What's
Play
that Charizard
Pokestop.
60? Because that's not Pidgeot.
It's Dragapult.
Dragapult. I don't hate that, but Lance could be in this deck now.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, he could become like a Pult deck. I don't even hate Lance in that.
And then what's our last topic? Another Lugia.
Love.
Anything crazy here?
I want to look at the other deck on 9th, too.
Bro wants to
Because
look
it
at
went 6-1.
everything.
I do want to look at everything.
Okay, the guy that bubbled was playing more Ceruledge with no crazy tricks, no Pokestop either.
I don't know why it got
We have the
crossfire.
last tournament.
Sunny's
this format.
Weekly.
This is the
Live-
format I was talking about that was all top 4 Lugia that didn't win. So I just, of all the yapping about BUDEW format, I just really want you as a viewer to internalize how many Lugia lists we've looked at. This is
Lugia
crazy.
is goated. Lugia is goated. Terrapagos with Cloth is like getting a bunch of results. Oh, deck builder.
Oop.
Oh God, what are you doing?
Opening the list. And okay, so
Monkey.
moral of the story. There's a lot of BUDEW Terrapagos Cloth, and there's way too much Lugia to be playing Snorlax.
Yeah. Shout out to that one guy who got top cut.
With Snorlax. And we're seeing a lot of... I think 1 Monkey Dory is appropriate in this. I don't think you're ever really getting 2. You have no way of searching Dark Energy except for Seal Stone, unless it's in the discard for you to Night Stretcher for it. So I don't think you really need 2 Monkey between double Heavy Ball. So I think the 1 Monkey is totally fine, and I like this idea. I like this deck.
I think that is a very good deck.
I think the Lugia matchup has to be a little bit sus. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if you really want to be playing this into a Lugia format, especially Gigas is just going to
let's
obliterate
see.
you.
We can go check matches. This guy beat 2 Lugias.
I don't know if that's indicative of results. I mean,
It is.
everything's an anecdote here. This is all just like food for thought. Can you stop? And then we have more
Triple Lugs. Let's see if any of them play Raikou. Okay. No.
So you haven't played any Lugia, and none of these guys are playing Raikou. Are you sure you want to keep on endorsing Raikou here?
No.
We have 2 Chinchino, 1 Gigas. Other than that, we got Hands, Ogerpon, and Ursaluna Squawk. We've got a Yawning Lucas. Crazy work. Crazy work. Okay, what did I do here? We want to get rid of this.
Yeah, get rid of that tab.
And then we got another Lugia.
Lugs.
Just so much Lugia.
It's insane, but it's goated
crazy.
too. Like, it's goated. I'm gonna take.
Okay, we got 1 more Lugia.
1 more Lugs. Cameron Padilla.
Still no Raikou, Lucas. Still no Raikou.
Oh,
2 Chinchino. No Regigigas. Get this guy.
No, yeah,
X.
bye.
No,
Goodbye.
Imgen is gone. Out of here.
Goodbye, Cameron.
We have 3 more decks to look upon.
Cameron more like Cam ain't my man because he's not playing Gigas.
Oh my god. We have Togekiss with bad Togepi. This is the worst possible Togepi you could play, by the way.
Yeah.
This is the worst one. Not the one that heals 10 damage, which is the best one, and it's not the one that takes a card out of their hand.
Does the one that heals... Oh, wait. This is 50. Yeah, okay.
They all have 50 HP. They all have 1 retreat. This one does not have a relevant attack and does not have a good ability.
Yeah.
This is Dango with Togekiss and Palkia and Monkey Dory.
I just think this guy really likes that artwork.
Yeah.
That must be it. Pedro must just be getting a bunch of satisfaction.
Daniel Sopko playing... Not open a deck builder.
No. Oh, okay.
2 BUDEW. I like it. 2 BUDEW, Kieran.
Lance. Singular.
1 Lance is crazy. I think it's 3 Lance angle.
Yeah. Sinnoh. I like Sinnoh.
Interesting.
Confirmed like Sinnoh. Confirmed I'm a Sinnoh enjoyer. Terrapagos.
Okay, so
How much you want to bet this is Terrapagos Cloth?
Yeah,
I'm the goat. I'm so smart.
There's no Terrapagos Dunsnor here, except for that one that was... No, that was from the actual tournaments.
That's from the actual nerd tournaments.
Um,
Like, who goes to those?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is just a normal 60. No dark, no monkey. I don't know. I think monkey dark is pretty good.
And we have Urikis from Korea.
Is that
Playing-
South? That's South Korea. Yeah, I don't.
People in North Korea unfortunately cannot play in limited tournaments, bro. R.I.P. This is Tatsuki Lucas is crashing out right now.
That's just a really stupid thing of me to say.
Tatsugiri, Airy. I don't want to talk about this list.
I mean, I think BUDEW plus
Just play
Airy-
straightforward Dragapult, Dusknoir. I think that is the best way to go about it.
I don't even hate one Airy. Like, honestly, like, when you're breaking the loop... and
You'd
you
rather
go-
just Iona them, though. In that scenario.
Wouldn't you rather go Airy away, like, multiple good cards? I don't know, maybe not.
No, it's definitely not. You Iona them to 3 after Buddewing for 2 turns.
That's fair.
It's really good.
That's pretty gas.
So, I mean, we just kind of looked at a bunch of random tournaments. Online tournaments, again, aren't super indicative
Yeah.
of results.
Charizard Noctowl came 9th, and Frostlass Monkey Dory came 13th, and Lost Box came 11th.
my
It's
God.
not super...
Yeah,
it's
like
not
these are just like they're a decent way to get an idea of what the format's gonna look like. I just think what we want you to take away from this is BUDEW is very actively good. We see like online tournaments are gonna have like very weird representation.
They're gonna have new card syndrome.
Yeah, they're not gonna play much Drago. I think that Drago is still underrepresented here, but BUDEW is more impactful into Drago than I first thought it would be if you're not teching for it. Even if you are teching for it, it's still tough.
Yeah.
And I want you
Lugia's
to see
goated.
how insane Lugia is with the Gigas. Like, the Gigas just, like, gives you insane one-prizer attack potential. Like, it almost feels like, I'm not even being, like, hyperbolic. It almost feels like Amazing Rare Eagle a lot of the time. So
Yeah. Because the one prizer that takes 4 energies.
And then it appears to be the
That
best
one-shots.
2 Cloth decks are Dragapult, just because it's sitting behind
Not
them.
Cloth decks. BUDEW decks.
Oh, sorry. BUDEW decks, and the next one is Cloth. And then Cloth is the other very good BUDEW deck, just because you can go Mochi Poison. Like
Yeah,
you
Mochi
can-
Poison, like, actually applying pressure with BUDEW is crazy.
And a lot of these lists are also playing Monkey Dory, so you can not only like heal your Pokemon if they take a hit, you can heal the poison damage off of them, and you can also reset your BUDEW's HP if they do not have the ability to KO it, so you can just keep moving an extra 20 and then punching for 80 with
Real.
irritating pollen, which is very good. And I didn't see a whole lot of the Cloth in Japan, but I did see a lot of Lugia in Japan. So
Yeah, Lugia is really good.
Lugia is fantastic. If you're testing for UIC already and you're not going to San Antonio, please do not undertech for Lugia. Do not think Lugia is not going to show up. I would not be surprised to see Lugia as like a top 3 deck.
Lugia's probably number 1.
I don't think it's number 1 deck.
That's my take.
Well, I don't know.
It's either number 1 or
I think
number
it's
2.
second or third place. I don't think it's quite number 1.
I
I'm
think
not
it's
sure what
number
number
2.
1 will be.
I think it's Polter Lugia. That's my take.
Okay, we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, that's kind of what we had for the episode today. Next pod episode, since we're doing so much of like the gameplay, I think this is also kind of like a dead-ish period for the game, like in terms of like content-wise.
Yeah, like
standard.
this week was pretty weird to figure out like an hour's worth of content.
Yeah, unless we were planning on doing a retro thing, which I didn't have the time to coordinate between all of the other
And that's fair.
videos that we were doing.
How dare
so.
you.
But yeah, that's our episode for this week. Lucas, do you have any shout-outs?
I do. I have my Twitter at Lucas Oldale, my Twitch at Lucas Oldale, and yeah, that's about where the list ends.
Nice. So I have some shout-outs as well. I've got our at Lost Mind Cat podcast Twitter. I've got my personal Twitter at KaitlerTCG. Me and Lucas are both planning on doing some more streaming. I know Lucas has already been doing it. I haven't the opportunity because I just got back from Japan. When I'm back from Texas is probably when I'll stream for the first time. And also, my Miraidon Masterclass has mostly released. It is out. You can buy it. The matchup guide is not out yet. I'm going to work on that after we're done with the podcast and I get back from picking up my dog and taking Lucas home. And then I'm going to work on it tomorrow. And I'm also going to finish mostly... it'll be finished by Wednesday night. So it'll be out with all of the matchup guides for current format with San Antonio. And then after we're back from San Antonio, I'm going to update it for EUIC. It is out. It is $28 if you would like to purchase
Pretty
it.
value.
The people that have bought it so far have told me they're very happy with it if it means anything to you. And it's not even fully out yet, and they feel like they like it. So it's already, right now, if you buy it now, you will get all of the content later. It auto-updates, you own it for
And it's going to be continuously updated for the next couple months.
Yeah, I'm updating it for UIC. I don't think I'll do it for post rotation as well because the deck both is
Maybe.
not very good post rotation and also like wildly different. So I don't
They
think.
literally won one of these post-row tournaments.
No, we didn't. These are not post row.
Oh, I forgot about that.
This is
Yeah.
pre-rotation
It's
with
format.
Prismatic Evolutions.
Yeah.
We're also doing like, and another shout out I want to make is the
YouTube.
Yeah,
videos.
so we are officially have recorded 8 deck profiles, and we will have recorded an entire top 8 bracket of post-rotation decks. So we did all 4 of the trainer decks, so Ionos, Hops, Ends, and Lilies. And then we did, Zard, Raging Bolts,
Guard of War,
and Dragapult, all as the other 4 decks. So we played a top 8 bracket, all of the trainer decks against a non-trainer deck.
and this is all post-row.
This is post-rotation Prismatic Evolutions legal, so there is no V Pokemon at all. This is Sword and Shield. Sorry, not
Sword and Shield on.
Yeah, really. No, it is
Saucy
Scarlet.
V is in the meta.
Scarlet and Violet forward. I think it's a really cool format. I've really been enjoying it. It's kind of hard for me to get my head back into like UIC because I just want to play post-rotation, man. And I think that's what a lot of people want to hear. And Lucas wants to go to bed. So Lucas, unless you have anything else to say, I would like to tell the viewer to please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us about how many times did Lucas yawn in this episode?
Twice.
Did you count?
Twice.
It was more than twice.
3 times.
I might have yawned a few times as well. But Lucas,
You're
unless you have anything else to
You're gonna make
say,
me yawn again. You're gonna make me yawn again. And before I yawn again,
we would like to say goodbye from us at the Lost Mind Podcast.
goodbye.
We'll see you later.